On November 14th, 2024, I released a video called YouTuber Goes Broke Clapping Cheeks. Now he's in jail. And that video was about a guy by the name of Floyd. And Floyd was a guy from Omaha, Nebraska, who was a very troubled individual. And he kept having a lot of problems. So much so, Floyd would intentionally go and bother police on purpose and then record it on YouTube.
Okay, right?
Let me tell you this, sir.
All right.
Somebody called us,
Cars profit.
told us that you were messing around our police cars at the police department. We watched you on camera. You're hiding behind these cars, and we want to know what your business is around our police cars.
Ooh, on his ass.
Can you put your weapon away, sir, please?
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the think you is?
Now, this channel of Floyd was called Omaha Cop Watch, ID Refusal. He would purposely do this, put all of his encounters with the police across the world on this channel. Now, in this
Out here fucking with the police, getting the same view count I'm getting. Boy, that's...
situation,
Do
he
better.
could have lost his life. But
Right,
for him,
right.
that was adrenaline. Now, for a guy who would do stuff like this just for views, imagine what kind of guy this would be in person. But the problem is that Floyd was not really successful. He was broke. I mean, if you keep going to jail all the time, then, well, you won't have no money.
He's right, you know.
When you're a guy like Floyd and you have his pitch and tonality or voice and you're not successful, well, all of a sudden black women don't want to date you. And so Floyd decided that he would take his dysfunctional ass to the passport bro community. And then he would start raising money online. He would beg people for cash. He would promise to do things.
He's just a goofy, bro. I don't think that had nothing to do. I mean, it does. I mean, it's just, it shows how goofy he is, though. You know what I'm saying? How lame he is, though.
Was pretty much a scammer. He would beg for money, raise money, and he would go across the world just so that he could do this.
Tell him. So can you cook? Can you cook?
Yes. I can cook, I can clean.
Yeah, see, this is why I came to Thailand, to find a traditional woman. See, in the United States, women don't cook and clean. All they do is
Bro, you as the man, if you feel like, bro, I feel like you're the problem. You're a red flag. What women is, the women back in the States just ain't shit. I mean, to a point, culture-wise, I bet people are different around the world, for sure. But, bro, you ever talk about, oh, them women out there just ain't no good, this, that, and the third. Like, what make you think these women gonna be so much better, bro? And what makes you think you're gonna be able to keep one of them women, though? You know what I'm saying? And this is what you're doing, though. You know what I'm saying? This is what you're doing. You got her all on video talking about, oh, yeah, she a good one, and she cooks, she clean, and after a while, she gonna get tired of that shit, too.
And we don't got time for that. That's why I got my passport, and I've left the United States to come seek a wife to have a traditional relationship. So
you see, a guy like Floyd thought that going over to Thailand with other people's money and then throwing it in the faces of American women would be showing them something. Listen, I'm out here in Thailand and you chicks are missing out because I just got a free trip and now I'm clapping free cheeks and you women are not going to get a broke guy like me.
Yeah, they're not missing out on nothing, bro.
And Floyd,
they already didn't like you, nigga.
Just didn't record his wins. He also recorded his losses.
Is that right?
I was telling
2 horas.
Oh,
2 horas.
amiga,
2 horas.
amiga, what are you doing?
No, no. No me gritas.
I'm trying to
No,
text you.
ya.
I'm trying to.
Mi cash, ya. 2 horas y cash y let's go yo. No, no más.
One thing I couldn't do was an accent, bro. I mean, you gotta be able to speak okay enough English. You know what I'm saying? Like that super thick accent, and then it's like you predominantly speaking your language. Like, I don't know. I can't do it.
Now, this is Floyd after clapping some cheeks, I believe, in the DR or in Colombia, and he doesn't want to pay the lady. And the lady is trying to tell him, listen, I need to get paid for my 2 hours. And he's trying to convince her to let me go to the car and get my stuff, when really he's trying to clap without paying and leave. But
Broke
she wasn't
it.
going for that. Okay? She had to pay somehow. But that didn't stop Floyd from still getting the favor of other chicks.
Has been limited. See that word, limited. And while your access account, your access is limited, you won't be able to book any new reservations. Zero. I won't be able to book any new reservations. I just showed you proof.
What?
Let's talk about the passport bros. Because again, you do have brothers out there who do want to meet successful women. The passport bros are a diverse community just like anybody else. You have your business class guys, you have your educated guys, you have guys who are younger, guys who are older, and not all are the same. But unfortunately, you have your J-Rellos, and then you have this guy, and they kind of fit this particular framework.
So they get their passports and they globe trot all over the world.
That lipstick is terrible.
Trying to find a woman vulnerable enough, desperate enough, in search of citizenship enough to take that deal.
Right, you just going looking for a down bad bitch. Like,
this is predatory behavior.
Right.
When you're looking for a woman who wants to have access to the benefits and the perks and the rights that we have as Americans, because they don't have those rights in their country, but you're going to make her earn it. She's going to have to earn it by you making a mule out of her, expecting her to do more than you're doing.
These are the guys that don't want to take care of any women abroad or at home, and they do want to exploit ladies. And especially when you hear about countries like Brazil. Now, I've been to Brazil once. It was cool. It was definitely some beautiful ladies there. But Brazil is not a rich country. And obviously, it's a place where, you know, things happen.
Warn brothers or men who are going just to be careful, because I know one of the reasons that many men go to Brazil is for sexual tourism. I don't promote sexual tourism. I'm not interested in paying for intimacy, but a number of men don't see no issue with pay for play.
That's so weird, bro. That's what I'm saying. You niggas is going and paying to y'all niggas is lost, bro.
One just needs to be aware of.
I would never go out overseas to look for a shorty, bro. Like, what the fuck?
There are some female, sex workers or who will put some, it's called, I think, Goodnight Cinderella, some drugs into men's drinks and take advantage of them and rob them.
Now, the brother was saying something that was pretty interesting later on in the video. He would talk about all of the men who were targeted within sexual tourism in Brazil, that a lot of the guys who are in Brazil are actually targeted in Colombia. You have the scopolamine, all of these different things. I've done stories of black men dying in Brazil after being drugged. But this story is different because our guy, Floyd, has just been arrested for doing the unthinkable.
Is that right? What'd he do?
Now, Floyd Wallace Jr. was arrested. Now, I'm going to talk about what he was arrested for. It's also known that he has accumulated criminal records in more than 13 states before becoming the target of certain crimes in Brazil.
God damn.
These are sexual crimes.
Is that right?
Now, what did he do? There is a particular
predators
agency called Cyberlab. And this is an agency within Brazil's Ministry of Justice. And it was sent to Rio de Janeiro Civil Police. Now, this report warned of a possible sexual exploitation of underage people by a foreign citizen in Rio. The starting point was a complaint made by a rideshare driver on December 8th, 2025. According to the report, a user identified as Terry William requested a ride to the Jacare neighborhood in Rio's North Zone. Upon arrival, the driver noticed that the passengers were two underage women.
Girls. They're not women.
During the trip, the teenagers said they're being taken to meet an older foreign man who did not speak Portuguese. They were unable to clearly explain who the man was or where they were going, leading the driver to contact the company's support service and register the case as a risk situation. Now, following the complaint, the rideshare
so he wasn't riding with them. They was riding by themselves and told the driver.
app Uber initiated an internal investigation and identified that the same user, aka Terry William, had created and used multiple accounts under fake or third-party names. The analysis revealed a pattern of rides requested for children and adolescents, primarily girls, across different areas of Rio. In another incident, on December 18th, a ride requested by the same profile
He gotta be working with somebody, cause ain't no way them girls is just hopping in that car on they own free will.
transported 4 underage girls from the Roca neighborhood into Santa Cristo into the city center. Data cross-referencing with support from Homeland Security investigations in the United States allowed authorities to identify that the user Terry William was in fact Floyd L. Wallace Jr. Now, somebody must have tipped off your boy Floyd Wallace Jr. because he understood that the block was getting hot. And so what he tried to do was to get out of there. He left Rio de Janeiro and traveled to Sao Paulo. With indications that he might flee the country, Rio police requested temporary detention, search and seizure data secrecy breach, and passport retention, all of which were authorized by the court. He was then arrested, although he resisted arrest and had to be restrained. What did they get on him? They seized 5 USB drives, 7 memory cards, 1 laptop, 5 cell phones, multiple SIM cards, stuffed animals.
What?
Stuffed animal, a balaclava, whatever the hell that is, watches, and a watch with a hidden camera.
Now what y'all think he was doing with them GoPros? And man, you already know, man, that man was doing some cheese pizza activity, man.
Okay, so I want to talk about this because he's been investigated of rape of a vulnerable person and facilitating underage sexual exploitation. Now, I heard a stream and people were talking about the fact that Brazil has the age of consent in Brazil is 14.
14?
So I wanted to know, is that just for locals? So in other words, because America requires Americans that the legal sex age in most places, I mean, you do have some states that are 16, 18. Does that mean that you can't mess with somebody under the age of 18? And the answer is no. Just because you're 14, you can legally do that. I know that's creepy and weird, but I was trying to find the wider context. And the reason why is I figured that, well, maybe the people that he was transporting were like under 18, but Brazil's age of consent was 14. So Wallace was not having sex with these ladies. He was setting them up to other men. So in other words, some guys from America, I don't know who they were, would come to him, ask for girls. Then he would find some other connection to transport those girls. He was using his own rideshare app to then deliver those girls to somebody else, although he was not with them. Okay. Now, if you are a man and you're 50 and you decide to deal with somebody who's 14, in Brazil, you will not go to jail. However,
that's crazy.
You can get charged with this if the person is compromised by manipulation, fear, or coercion. That means people are individuals aged 14 to 17. When grooming, transport, or exploitation is involved, consent does not legalize exploitation. Once you use apps and fake profiles, you are coordinating rides for minors using fake accounts.
Well, that nigga was pimping.
Organizing secret meetings. These factors elevate the crime regardless of consent. Also, what problem is it? The U.S. law still applies to Americans living abroad. So even if you are a person and you're sleeping with somebody that's 14 in Brazil, you as an American should not be engaging anybody under the age of 18 because Americans can be prosecuted for sexual activity with minors under 18 abroad, regardless of the local age.
That's crazy.
Okay? So that's that. Also,
I mean, it makes sense if you're like on a visa or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're still technically a citizen of wherever you're from, you know?
These minors are possible victims under 14. Now, again, I know that passport bros are not all the same. But again, you have another incident in Brazil involving passport bros.
If a nigga is that serious to where he's gonna go overseas, bro, his intentions are not good, bro. There's no way he has good intentions, bro.
This will most definitely go viral.
Ain't no way they head is on their shoulders, right? You know what I'm saying?
It is not a good look for the brand because you have guys who are not really caring about the brand. And I want to give a shout out to my brother Aaron Ferris at BMT. He's done a lot to try to elevate the brand. I believe it was him that came with the name Passport Bros. Then anybody can come in and kind of join the group and can give the group a bad name like what you're seeing here. And this is exactly what has happened. So I hope that the guy definitely pays the price. I don't really like Floyd. Just even before this, it's pathetic. It's terrible. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy Shay Dude Jackson back at it.
Yeah, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at y'all on the next one, and I'm gone. T-Bot Peter 9.